So today we'll discuss this one small topic, that is implementation life cycle. Okay. Now in this DB implementation life cycle, you go with 3 stages. One is called designing stage. Through this, you go to development stage, and through this you go to production stage. Total 3 are there: designing stage, development stage, and third one is what you call production stage. Three stages. Among all these, this is primary. This is primary stage. And development stage is what for developer it is. And production stage is for DBA, database administrator. 3 things. Every stage, in every stage, in every stage, we have got some responsibilities to complete. In designing stage, some responsibilities; development stage, some responsibilities; in production stage also, we have some responsibilities to complete. Like in designing stage, we talk about planning and analyzing client requirements. Yes, that is first part. Both things I'm talking about, both. You have to plan, you have to analyze what client needs. According to that, you have to go for designing. This is also called to a profile of architect. It's kind of experience profile, architect. So what is the responsibility of architect? Whatever client needs, according to that, you have to design. According to that, you have to design. That's what the point says. Planning and analyzing what client requirements. Then what do you need? Yeah. First, when you're clear with the requirements, then you go with designing database. Designing what? Database. After that, you have to preparing design documents. Means whatever the task you completed of designing, you have to what? Prepare that documents. Design documents, you can call design documents. Why? Because sometimes designing will go months together. So imagine a situation like once you find that 1 month designing of a particular database is over. After that, you got some good opportunity. So you may not be available in the place of in that job. So imagine you left the job. In place of you, a new architect is appointed. Now he should know till where so and so database design is completed, right? What are the things that previous architect has used in designing, right? What all he followed in designing, whatever the techniques he adopted in designing. That is the reason company makes a policy that compulsory day to day, whatever the design you complete, you are supposed to write as what? Document. So that the next architect who joins in place of you, he can read the document and understand till where the designing is over. From that particular point, he can continue. That is what document design, document the design. Once everything is properly designed, then it is forwarded for developer, forwarded to developer for implementation. Okay. So what developer will do? Yes, developer has some responsibilities. Like his job is implementation of database, one part. Second part of developer, he is supposed to write coding. He is the one who goes with debugging, and he is the one who writes fine tuning queries. Apart from this, even he will be made to even go with testing database. Remember two things in this. Coding is all about I'm talking about programming. Debugging is all about I'm asking to go with rectification of issues, and fine-tuning queries in the sense, it depends on two factors. Queries are written based on two factors. What are those two factors? One factor is something called convenient, and second factor is efficient. So query has to be written in a convenient and in efficient manner. That is what you refer as fine-tuned queries. Fine-tuned queries. These are the responsibilities provided per developer. And what about production? This is our profile. DBA. Our job is database maintenance. Second, you find we are talking about monitoring and troubleshooting. That two things. What are they? Database and server issues. Both. He should monitor. If any such issues he finds, he is supposed to rectify them. And along with that, we are also responsible for following events. What events? Like one, no downtime. Never server should be down. Second, no data loss. Never data is lost. Third, no performance issues. Never. Fourth, no connectivity issues. 5, no security problems, so on, etc. Yes, these are additional. No, Vamshi, you're sitting in a wrong class then. This is not PostgreSQL. You can talk to management regarding it. Okay, this is a class. This is a session for DBA. So we are not going to talk anything about PostgreSQL. You just talk to management. They'll get back to you on that. Okay, Vamshi? Okay, that's no problem. Right. No issues. Right. So database implementation lifecycle goes with how many? 3 stages: architect, designing stage, development stage, production. Finally, you can focus on production. And production, what do you find? Those things what I listed will be the task of DBA. Comfortable? Do you understand, Haridip? Anything still you want to ask on this? Go ahead, please. Okay, fine. That's fine. Okay. Now next we go further. Now what we do, we'll talk about types of servers. And remember, SQL server software is made available with 4 types of servers. 4 types. One called database server. One, right? One server. Overview about each server I'll give now. Detail we'll discuss later. As of now, we'll give overview. One, integration server. Second. Third, reporting server. 4, analysis server. And before I write something about it, first remember, whenever you install SQL server, whenever you install SQL server, you are made available with all checkboxes, checkbox, so that you can make a choice. You can make a choice. Whichever server you want, you install. Whichever server you don't need, you don't select it. Whichever you want, select. Whichever you don't want, don't select. Because you are made available with what I'm saying, checkboxes. Okay? Checkboxes. Required, install, not required, avoid. And remember one important point. As a DBA, as well as a developer, both of them work with only database server. Do you understand? We are not here. We are not going to do anything related with reporting because we don't have any idea on reporting. And we don't have anything related even to, even related to what? Analysis. That is completely a work of BI developer. BI developer, business intelligence developer, takes care of integration, reporting, analysis. That is the reason I just said that overview kind of thing. If you focus, remember, database server to work with databases. Second, it works with SQL commands. Integration server to implement ETL process, E extract, T transform, L load, and then to implement export and import activities. Yes. To import what? Export and import activities. Yes. So what do you do in integration server? ETL process. Indirectly, what is the task? It is import and export activities. That is about integration. What happens in reporting server? Imports to generate reports. In what? In a look and feel manner. Yes. Generate reports in what? Look and feel manner. Still to point, you can say it is an interface to present data or information. Yes, that is what reporting server does. Presentation should be good. That should have a perfect environment so that people can have perfect analyzation by going through your report. Right? And plus, what did I say? It is an interface presentation of data. Okay, and it's an interface to present data or what I said, information. An analysis server to implement data warehouse. Yes. Finally, you can say these are the overview kind of tasks that I listed for your servers. You understand? Okay. And one more thing. One more thing. Types of services. Types of services. First, I'll write database engine. Yes. First service. Database engine. And this database engine will have three services. Database engine will have three services. And what do you call about? Yes, SQL Server Service 1. Second, SQL Server Agent. This is for automation. And third, we have called SQL Server Full Text Daemon Launcher. Yes, three services. Indirectly, I mean database engine will be consisting of three services. Three services. And what? Yes, obviously, when you talk about second, integration service, remember one important point on it. What? It is a shared service. It is a shared service and it is installed one time per machine per version. Yes, it is a shared service and it is installed. How many times? One time. Per machine per version. Yeah, exactly this point we'll try to justify when it comes with what? Implementation. When you go with your installation part on that day, I'll explain you what actually it means. How does we actually justify that point? Okay. Now, integration service is what you call shared service. How many times you install? One time per machine, per version. Yeah. We'll explain. We'll see. We'll see. Only listing. I'm just listing that. We'll see what is full text daemon launcher. Yeah. You got some of the exclusive files available for that. It requires installation. Yeah. You have to check that box if you want to use this full text service. You understand? We'll see. Practicals may show you. Second, I'll highlight. Second. This is about reporting service. And finally, analysis service. Total how many? 4. For reporting server, reporting service. Analysis server, analysis service. For integration server, integration service. All of them are available. Depending on the requirement of your task, you go with your respective, this one. Now, what service? Okay. Now, coming to some important points that I would highlight here. One, DBA will work only with what? DB engine. Yes. What it is? Obviously, DB engine is what? It is a service in SQL Server. You understand? And whenever DB engine starts and stops, following services works in the following way. What is it? When starts, always remember, first SQL Server service will run. I mean, it starts first. And second, SQL Server agent will work. 2. When stops, SQL Server service and I have to write again. I'll copy paste this. Just interchange the numbers. When stops, first agent will stop, then service will stop. How do you check this? How do you check these services? We got the tool to check the services. Right? What do you do? First at OS level. At OS level, what you're supposed to do? Start, run, services.msc. Yes. That will open services and that will show all the services. All. In that, SQL Server service also it will show. What you have to do, what we used to do in older versions. Yeah, I'll talk about SQL Server 2005. Comparison. For comparison, I'm writing start. Start, run. And here we have a tool that's called SQL Server Manager.msc for 2005. SQL Server 2008. Then we have start, run. Then the tool which we use, SQL Server Manager 10.msc. If you are working with SQL Server 2012, then you require to have SQL Server Manager 11.msc. And if you're working with SQL Server 2014, then we require to say SQL Server Manager 12.msc, 16 SQL Server Manager 13.msc, 17 SQL Server Manager 14.msc. These are the tools that will open what? Configuration or do like this for 14, especially 14. What you can do? You can say start all apps. All apps. In that, we got a tool. Microsoft SQL Server 2014. In that, there is a tool called SQL Server Configuration Manager. Bas. Start all apps. Microsoft SQL Server 14. In that, there is a tool called SQL Server Configuration Manager. Yeah, here it is. Click. Yes. It will open the tool. Yes. SQL Server Configuration Manager. If not like this, start, run. SQL Server Manager 12.msc. Yes, then also it will open the tool. Both choices you have, both choices. Okay, Harideep, did you get this? Are you clear with the tool, what I said? These are the tools. Okay? Okay, fine. Now, next part, what we discuss is about hierarchy of SQL Server in a machine. Yeah. We'll just stop things here. Tomorrow's class, I'll continue and explain you detailed process of this. Okay? Right. Bye. See you tomorrow.